Noel Paul Stuckey, the last surviving member of the legendary folk trio, Peter, Paul and Mary, has paid heartfelt tribute to his longtime friend and bandmate, Peter Yarrow, following the singer's death at the age of 86. Yarrow, whose career spanned decades and whose music helped define the 1960s folk movement, passed away after a long and impactful life of activism and musical achievement. In an emotional statement, Stuckey shared memories of Yarrow, reflecting on their years of collaboration and friendship, which were built not only on music, but on a shared commitment to social justice, peace, and advocacy. Peter was, first and foremost, someone who understood the power of music to change hearts and minds, Stuckey said. But beyond that, he had a profound sense of compassion. It wasn't just about fame or performing, it was about using our platform for social change and making the world a better place. Peter Yarrow, along with Stuckey and the late Mary Travers, formed the iconic folk group Peter, Paul and Mary in the early 1960s. The trio's harmonies and politically charged music became synonymous with the civil rights and anti-war movements, with hits like Blowin' in the Wind, If I Had a Hammer, and the timeless Puff the Magic Dragon continuing to resonate with audiences to this day. Yarrow was particularly known for his activism, dedicating much of his life to causes such as civil rights, peace, and children's education. He was involved in marches, campaigns, and even helped write music that uplifted children and empowered young people. Yarrow's work extended far beyond the stage, and he remained a vocal advocate for social justice throughout his life. Peter was always in the thick of it, organizing, speaking out, pushing boundaries. He believed deeply in the power of love and solidarity, and he lived that every day, Stuckey added. His legacy is not just in the music we made together, but in the way he worked tirelessly to make the world a better place. As the last remaining member of the trio, Stuckey expressed both sorrow and resolve in his message. "Peter's spirit lives on in everything I do," he said. "I'll continue to honor him by doing what we always did together, making music that speaks to the heart and challenges the status quo." Stuckey also spoke directly to the millions of fans around the world who have been touched by the trio's music over the decades. "Thank you for sharing in our music and our message," he said. "Peter was an extraordinary human being, and he would have wanted all of us to continue believing in love, in justice, in peace. The song goes on, as it always does." The passing of Peter Yarrow marks the end of an era for Peter, Paul and Mary, whose music and activism left an indelible mark on American culture. Stuckey, who continues to perform as a solo artist and activist, vowed to keep the group's legacy alive through his music and ongoing dedication to social causes. Peter Yarrow's impact on music, activism, and society will remain an enduring influence, and his legacy will continue to inspire future generations, as Stuckey put it, for him, for each other, and for the world.
If I'd a hammer, I'd a hammer in the morning, a hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring it out danger, I'd ring it out a warning, I'd ring it out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing it out danger, sing it out a warning. I'd sing out a love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, I've got a hammer and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, still the bell of freedom, the song about the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land, all over this land. I remember the initial conversations that we had when you were beginning to, and the concept was, and it was your concept, that somehow through our being engaged with and recognizing the creativity, the resilience, the love, and the power of people who were in the middle of the most horrendous, bestial circumstance, perhaps in our recorded history, in recent history, the Holocaust, how that could educate us to be a force in our own time, to do what we can to resist those horrifically painful, cruel forces that are swirling around us. The forces that may not be in any way comparable to what occurred in the Holocaust. It was when we were talking about it, they were not unleashed in the sense they are now, but we were talking about what we could do, and we agreed that when people saw what creative people did in those circumstances, so that they said, I will not be annihilated. My spirit will not be annihilated. I will not lose my heart. I will not become a part of this decimation of all sensibility, this contradiction to everything that matters. I will express it. I will write a symphony. I will paint a picture. I will dance. I will write Anne Frank's diary. And that, we agreed, was an example. And also in itself, living in the zone of what tikkun olam is. I mean, look, we are instructed by our tradition, we who are Jews, and there are many friends I see here, some of whom are Jews, some of whom are not Jews. But as Jews, you grow up and you get the spirit and the word, which is that your life is about tikkun olam. It is about your helping to heal the world. You cannot aspire to do more than you can, but you must do what you can. And in that context, I've said to you several things. This must not, in being Jewish, that doesn't mean we are only for Jews. The tree of life is not only for, it's for all of humanity. We are healing not just the suffering of Jews. As Jews, we are to know that because we were slaves in Egypt, anybody who is enslaved means that We need to be there. We understand. We have. Why are Jews called the chosen people? We have people who will say those words, and some will say, because we're so smart, we're so. No. We are chosen for leadership of the task of taking on the world of sorrow and injury on our shoulders. We not that others don't, but that is our specific instruction. And when we do, we don't do it indiscriminately. Oh, you're going to do it for this group of people, but not for LGBT, not for Q, not for younger people, not for older people, not for people from Islam. Humanity itself is what we Jews embrace, and we do it with our. This is what we do. We sing, we dance, and we bring light, so that we are not co-opted. We are not seduced. What has seduced people all over the world now in the United States, there is the capacity in all of us for being those kinds of peoples that we despise. It can be awakened in every one of us. How do we resist? How do we become continuing peace builders? Well, when we create, we share our love. When we love, we are building peace. So if we affirm through music what we care about, as I am singing, and let me give you a little bit of the lyric of Light One Candle here. It says, light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. And to each one of you who's on the screen, me, as Americans, as Jews, our own foe, as Israelis, as Palestinians, as people in the world, let us not, but very specifically, because it's in the context of Light One Candle, it refers to the world that surrounds the reality of the Jewish history. Light one candle for those who are suffering pain. We learned so long ago. Anybody who is in a diaspora, we know what a diaspora is about. We know Fiddler on the Roof. We know what it is to be to have a pogrom, to be isolated, to be anybody. That's who we are. We understand. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. Okay, that's anger in America, the polarization, everything, but it's also anger, hatred for those who have hurt us. No, we hate the act, but somehow there's the impulse within us to respect the fact that each person is a divine, in some way, creature. And when we do that, we serve. We serve, and we are closest to the light, to what is essential and divine within ourselves. And we are joyous, and we will not be vanquished, will not be eradicated, because we have that. So our task today is to talk about resilience, survival, and maintaining our commitment to tikkun olam. To me, that is being Jewish. To me, that has been with Peter, Paul, and Mary. No, let me give you a moment. We'll share of Peter, Paul, and Mary, and I'll ask you all to do the same. We're going to sing a Peter, Paul, and Mary song. How many roads must a man walk down before they call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Okay, you sing with me. The answer, my friend. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Good. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? And how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, it's blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. But light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart, but light one candle to bind us together with peace as a song in our hearts. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep it alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, this is the promise, this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out, don't let the light.
They say that the tree of loving, oh, shine on me again. They say it grows on the bank of the river of suffering. Shine on me again. So weave me the sunshine out of the falling rain. Weave me the hope of a new tomorrow and fill my cup again. Sing it with me. Weave me the sunshine out of the falling. Weave me the hope of a new tomorrow and fill my cup
Hello, well, I'm here to talk about Peter Yarrow, my friend, whom I knew for 64 years. And we met in the early days of the Village when he was putting together Peter, Paul, and Mary and singing such wonderful songs. You know, he had such a marvelous way of reaching out to the audiences and to embracing his friends on the stage. They were riveting. Mary was beautiful, and Noel was gallant and tall and handsome, and Peter was smart and brilliant and funny and amazingly connected with the audience. And when he sang things like Puff the Magic Dragon, of course, and so many of the songs that he carried to these audiences. And he also had ideas about the world and about where we're going and what we're doing. He got very interested in the problem of bullying in schools, and so he wrote about it. He wrote a song about it, he spoke about it, he involved himself in trying to figure out how he could help kids to not be bullied and to not to bully themselves. I went to a program with Peter and Noel and Paul, and it was very exciting because he connects so much with people, and he talks about life, and he talks about what was happening on the planet. You know, we were all involved in so much action, so much activity, and Peter was really at the front and center. I was glad he was my friend. I was glad he was so musical and so loving, and what a beautiful family he has. And I know some of you will be gathered today, and I'm just saying, I'm so sorry I can't be there in person, but where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls have picked them, every one. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? We miss you, Peter. God bless you.
This is the anthem of Operation Respect, which, you know, was exactly described by Susan, which wishes to create environments for children in which they will break that cycle because they are surrounded by caring, love, acceptance, without the burden of being frightened to go to school because they're being ridiculed, humiliated, bullied, and here is the song, and I offer it with very special love to you. You're just a high school senior, for God's sake. I'm a little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. A little girl who never smiles 'cause I got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. Yes, I am the kid on every playground, the one that's chosen last, a single teenage mother trying to overcome my past. You don't have to be my friend, but is it too much to ask? Don't laugh at me, don't call me names, don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we are all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I am the beggar on the corner. You passed me on the street. Wouldn't be out here begging if I had enough to eat. Don't think I don't notice that our eyes never meet. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm deaf, I'm blind. Hey, aren't we all? Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure. Don't get your pleasure from my pain, from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. I'm black, I'm white, and I am brown. I'm Jewish, I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, I'm Buddhist, I'm Hindu, I practice the Native American faith. I was born in Sarajevo, I was born in Kosovo, I was born in Northern Ireland, I was born in Africa. I'm Hutu, I'm Tutsi, I'm gay, I'm lesbian. I am American, Indian, I'm very, very young. I'm quite aged. I was born in Iraq and Afghanistan. I was born in the Sudan, Mexico, Canada, the United States of America. I'm very, very young. I'm quite aged. Born in Palestine, born in Israel. I'm very, very wealthy. I'm very, very poor. Don't laugh at me. Please smile at me. Please be my friend. Please accept me the way I am. No one should be pushed out. We all should be included. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. One more time together. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. Don't laugh at me. Don't call me names. Don't call me names. Don't get your pleasure from my pain. In God's eyes, we're all the same. Someday we'll all have perfect wings. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me.
I actually heard the great Mandela one day when I walked up into Albert Grossman's office. I thought it was the most powerful anti-war, anti-injustice song ever written, and made rebels of us all. I still tell Peter that that's the best song he ever wrote, and he reached deep, and he came up with it.
So I told him that he'd better shut his mouth and do his job like a man.
And he answered, listen, Father, I will never kill another. He thinks he's better than his brother that died.
What the hell does he think he's doing? upright. Take your place on the great mandala as it moves through your brief moment of time. Win or lose now, you must choose now. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. Tell the jailer not to bother with his meal of bread and water today. He is fasting till the killing's over. He's a martyr. He thinks he's a prophet. But he's a coward. He's just playing a game. He can do it. He can change it. It's been going on for 10,000 years. Take your place on the great mandala as it moves through your brief moment of time. Win or lose now, you must choose now. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. Tell the people they are safe now. Hunger stopped him. He lies still in his cell. Death has gagged his accusations. We are free now. We can kill now. We can hate now. Now we can end the world. We're not guilty. He was crazy, and it's been that way for 10,000 years. Take your place on the great mandala as it moves through your brief moment of time. Win or lose now, you must choose now. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. And if you lose, you're only losing your life. And if you lose, you're only wasting your life.
You may think that this is Puff the Magic Dragon, and it is, my friends. But before I sing it, I should let you know that Puff is not about marijuana. Sorry to disappoint you. That rumor is spurious, and here is why that's true. In 1959, when it was written by Lenny Lipton and me, we were at Cornell, known as a wonderful Ivy League university. And at that time, there were no drugs at all. Grass had not come from the West Coast to be with us there. And the worst thing we did was go on a panty raid, my friends, or have beer in the dorms, or a girl.
so we didn't have the data. I could not have written a song with Lenny about a dragon that had a subtext of grass at all. Later I could have done it many times, but not then, for sure, my friends. So that clears the name of Puff, you know. And the story has a happy end. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper, he loved that rascal Puff, and he brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea, frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, is very well known all over the world. In fact, it's known by young people, 3 and 4 years old, that get up and sing it at concerts, and I'm astonished that they still know the words. Okay, back to the song now. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. Bow, 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 bow. There we go. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea, frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. The dragon lives forever, but not so little girls and boys. Painted wings and giant's rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more. And Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane without his lifelong friend. Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Puff, the magic dragon, but you don't have to be sad because he's happy. Because Jackie Paper's daughter visits him with regularity, which means that Puff's no longer lonely. And it also means that girls can go to Honolulu. So that's your update, my friend, tonight. And so you'll see that Puff, the magic dragon, still lives by the sea and frolics in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
Everyone asked me when I started singing, and I started singing my whole life, but really when I was 8, performing with my dad. And usually we would perform together at benefits or rallies, or and they were always songs that meant a lot. But I have a 6-year-old daughter now, whose favorite song, by the way, is, of course, We Shall Not Be Moved. And and we go to rallies. And so when your children sing with you, or when young people sing with you, and when you know that everything that you have written and loved and cared about, you've actually passed on to your children, the song changes its meaning.
You have asked me why the days fly by so quickly,
and why each one feels no different from the last.
and you say that you are fearful for the future,
And you have grown suspicious of the past.
and you wonder if the dreams we shared together
Have abandoned us, or we abandoned the bed.
and you cast about and try to find new meaning,
So that you can
feel that closeness once again. Carry on, my sweet survivor, carry on, my lonely friend. Don't give up on the dream, don't you let it end. Carry on, my sweet survivor, though you know that someone's gone. For everything that matters, carry on. You remember when you felt each person mattered,
and that we all had to care, or all was lost.
but now you see believers turn to cynics,
And you wonder, was the struggle worth the cost?
and then you see someone too young to know the difference,
When the veil of isolation in their eyes, and inside you know you've got to leave them something, for the hope for something better slowly dies.
so carry on, my sweet survivor,
Carry on, my lonely friend. Don't give up on the dream, don't you let it end. Carry on, my sweet survivor, you've carried it so long, so it may come again. Carry on.
I know that it shall come again, so we'll carry on, we'll carry on.
Because it must come again. Carry on,
Carry on, my friends, together we shall carry on.
on.